2 feet over there. You're over there talking about, yeah, she's not as hot as I wanted her to be.
That's crazy too.
If you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't think you're supposed to say the bad things that are happening to other people. You don't tell the world your problems.
Right.
Oh, I look good today. I haven't worn this since 4 Valentine's Days ago, so I didn't know if it would fit. And fit like
Happy
a glove.
Valentine's Day.
Thank you. How have you been this week?
Busy. Yeah, just working a lot. Yeah, what about you?
Same actually. I finished my app. I'll show it to you later. Started testing it. Lots of things going on. Lots of good things though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll update you as
Want to see
things
it
pop up. I'll absolutely show you.
I'm interested. Have you heard about the trend? Like everybody's doing OpenClaw.
What's OpenClaw?
So OpenClaw is an AI where, like ChatGPT, you got to ask it shit and it'll do something for you. Like it's like transactional, right? Well, OpenClaw is like a more autonomous agent where people are buying like dedicated Mac Minis and they run the AI on there and they give it their credit card and they give it whatever access they need to different
terrifying.
Stuff, and they just let it do its thing.
I would never do that. That's terrifying.
People are starting businesses like this too. They're like, okay, I want you to research a passive business that you can just do on your own, blah 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 blah, and they'll test it. They'll be like, okay, well, buy this on Amazon, right? like baby stepping it through. But this is like a trend now. So
it's called what?
OpenClaw. It's an AI.
That sounds just giving it your information.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could get like a low limit credit card or something like that. But it feels risky, but people are pioneering this now. So it's got me like you talked about doing an app. It's got me wondering what coaching, like I could have it give me content ideas and like you keep up with trending stuff. So for you, it could be scouring.
I'm your AI.
Right. I know. Right. Yeah. I don't know. There's probably some cool application about it that I just haven't thought of, but.
For sure.
Trying to stay up to date.
Lots of new innovations.
Yeah.
Before we get into the fun stuff with Love is Blind, we had a huge breakup this week. It seems that Cardi B and, Stephon Diggs broke up. They unfollowed each other during the Super Bowl. He was also playing in the Super Bowl and lost.
Was it? Okay, I was going to ask who he is. So
yeah, my team won. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
My team won.
Good job.
But... this is what I was going to ask you because you're the king of breakups. So when they got together, it was like very shortly after she left her husband. And I always have a theory, and I haven't been proved wrong yet, that when you break up with somebody, unless you heal and understand the patterns that led you to be with that person that was mismatched for you, the next person you're with is another version of them, and you keep dealing with them until you learn that lesson.
Yeah, because you're going to naturally attract something, and you got to have something that like course corrects you, right?
Right.
Because I have all these hangups in my mind when I meet somebody. I'm like, oh, you just did, like, you're hot as fuck. Wish I didn't have to write you off, but you just did the thing. All right, you're gone.
Right.
Right.
And I feel like if there's not like at least a good 6 month, if not a year break, if it was like, because this was Cardi's husband, they have 3 children together. They were together for years. No shade to her. She's an adult. We can do what we want with our time and energy. But I always have the theory, and I'm never proved wrong, that if you hop back into something too soon, that person ends up being another version of who you left.
I think that's a good theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think is a good time frame in between a serious? Because like casual dating, you could be with somebody else 2 months later, and they didn't have that much of an emotional impact. But like a serious,
when you end something that you were into and you
children,
had feelings,
created a life together. What do you think is a good amount of time?
I think it depends on the relationship, because
minimum
for
across the board,
it's got to be 6 months, maybe
minimum 6 months.
Yeah, minimum, yeah. Because so I have all these people coming to me coping with their breakups, right? Mm-hmm. They're distraught for the first 2 months. They're like down in the dumps,
Right.
So this is if you got broken up with,
which is par for the course. Like you should be sad if it was somebody you cared about.
Yeah, and even if you dump somebody else, you could be affected by that depending on the circumstances. So first 2 months are like shit.
Yeah,
and then even then, people have like like almost everybody reports if they do go and date, they don't like anybody compared to their ex. So it, like, you don't get any good options for the first few months.
Extremely comparative in that time frame.
Yeah. And then, and so it's not until you get to 6 months that you even like are kind of halfway in it, I feel like. And then it takes a long time to find somebody that you like too.
And then I feel like you need to have that time to get comfortable and happy in your own peace. I think anyone that's not happy and peaceful with their own life shouldn't be seeking out somebody to bring that peace to them. You should have that yourself. They should have that themselves. And then you come together more peaceful. So even at that 6 month mark where you're over the relationship, I still think there's that healthy amount of time to be happy in your own space and get back into your routine and like, love yourself a little bit. And then.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's healthy. So hate to see it for her. They did just have a child also. I think she's only like 3 or 4 months postpartum, something like that. So.
He had to leave the WAP alone.
Why do you keep quoting things that are shocking me? You quoted Beyonce last time. This time.
Well, you think I would know WAP?
Actually, you listen to Kevin Gates. So yeah. No, there's no speculate. I mean, there's no solid yes or no if they've broken up, but they have unfollowed each other. And it seems that he invited one of the other mothers of his children to the Super Bowl, and that's why.
Oh, wow.
So RIP to their relationship.
Yeah.
Another breakup. An Olympic athlete. Did you see the Olympic athlete that? All right, you can't come over here because if you mess up my outfit, we're gonna have beef. Usually, I would play with you. He is a Norwegian biathlete. Admits to cheating on his girlfriend in his post-win interview. Have you seen that?
Wait, who is this?
His name is Sturla. I could be pronouncing this wrong. Disclaimer: Sturla Holm Legreed won a bronze medal in the 20K biathlon and said he hopes his ex can still love me.
Oh, I saw that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I saw a clip of him at the podium saying, hey, like, I did this. Maybe she'll like me now or something.
So as a get your ex back person, what do you think about that tactic?
It's the worst thing in the world. It's exactly like everybody's giving it shit for, right?
Yeah.
Is there even a demographic that's like, oh, that's so romantic? Are there people on his side with this thing? Or is it all hate?
I haven't researched it much. I was just like, ew. I felt the same way about that as I feel about public proposals, and that like doing something that public could put pressure on the other person.
You should already know if they're going to say yes or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're doing it because they don't know that, then yeah, that's fucked up with the public
have
proposal.
You seen, I saw a video of a guy that proposed on an airplane. They let him get on the mic and he proposed on the flight, and the girl he's with said no.
You knew it was coming, bro. Like
they're stuck on the flight together now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're stuck sitting next to each other now.
And isn't that a guaranteed breakup if you ask and it's no? Like now, right?
It could be like, maybe she's like, you're not ready for that level of commitment yet, but I love you and I'm willing to work with you till you get there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's how I felt about this. I felt like it was like that same public pressure because, for one, maybe the people in her life don't know. Maybe she's embarrassed about this. Maybe somebody's going to pressure her to get back with him. Like,
I mean, look, if he has to do that, then like he's not doing. So there's recognized behaviors that you can do to get somebody. So you're either doing that or you're doing some other dumb shit that you wish was the stuff that actually works to get somebody.
Right.
So you either know the difference or you don't. Clearly he doesn't, because he wouldn't be doing it. That was his moment, right?
Yeah.
That was his moment.
Yeah.
And then he took what would otherwise be something for her to look at on social media and be like, damn, look at that. But he switched, right? So he showed his cards to her, and he otherwise like would have done great had he just not done that, right?
So it says he cheated 3 months ago. 3 months ago, he said he cheated on the love of his life, the most beautiful and kindest person. I told her a week ago, and it's been the worst week of my life. I had a gold medal in my life, and there's probably a lot of people out there who look at me differently now, but I only have eyes for her. Sports has taken a bit of a backseat these past couple days. Yeah, I wish I could share this with her.
Yeah. Yeah, you get people doing some pretty, what do you call it? Some pretty forward stuff, like when they cheat. They feel so bad and they're so desperate, right? They do a lot of shit like that.
So as the get your ex back coach, that's
it's
a
terrible.
tactic that you would not recommend.
No, of course not. Right? So, alongside letters and professions of feelings and big apologies. And you don't do any of that stuff. Like, I'll give you a great example. Let's say.
Wait, you don't do a big apology?
No.
If you cheat?
So imagine this.
Okay.
Let's reduce this to its bare bones, okay? So let's say I bump into a girl at the bar. Let's say it's you, and you're holding a beer, and you spill it all over yourself because I bumped into you because I wasn't looking where I was going. I was like,
okay,
I am so sorry. I'm going to go over here at the bar. Yeah, I grab a bunch of napkins. I'm like wiping it off you. You're like, what? And then I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to take a napkin. I'm going to write out a 10-step plan for never bumping into you ever again. Okay. And I'm going to announce to this bar right now that I'm fucking stupid. Right.
I'd be so irritated. All you have to do is buy me a new drink.
Yeah. It's
maybe get my clothes dry cleaned depending on, depending on the outfit, but.
Yeah. So the point is like apologizing, it doesn't have any inherent attractive effect. So you're either doing the things that have inherent attractive effects or you don't, right?
Okay. I agree.
So apologizing,
the apology is nothing without the action.
Yeah. And it's like, maybe you owe somebody an apology. Cool. But it's not the thing. Now, what people have, so people have these big stints apart, right? They break up, they go into no contact, or they start to move on, but then they start talking again. You don't kill that vibe 6 months later with, oh, remember that big thing that I did that fucked us up? The whole reason we didn't talk? Well, let's talk about that for a while.
Yeah.
No, like you ease into it, right? So you kind of bullshit with the person, you start to have fun again. And if that person, like the dust will settle and they may say, hey, you really hurt me. And it's like, fuck, yeah, I know. I really, right? That's when you do it. So people.
I agree. Actually, I'd rather small apology, big changed behavior over big apology, no changed behavior. Actually, I have
for sure.
an ex that we broke up like 10 years ago. The fact that we still even speak is like a miracle. But he's been actively trying to get back with me for like the past 2 years. And I'm like, I've never seen changed behavior from you. Like, this isn't even a conversation.
Yeah.
And granted, we broke up when I was 24. So this is I'm 35 now. This has been some time.
Oh, wow.
There's been plenty time to show changed behavior.
You got him hooked.
No, there's been plenty of time to show changed behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm not even upset about it anymore. That's, water under the bridge at this point. But I'm like, you haven't ever done anything different. What would make this different now? Well, I really love you and I'm dedicated to showing you. Okay, show me now. Not after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get the reward and then do the work. You do the work and then you get the reward.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it's been all this time. Yeah, and you haven't done anything different. You're still the same exact person. And I love you dearly as a friend at this point. Like, we've been in each other's lives for almost 15 years.
If he wanted to get you, I mean, you're not going to go along with this because you know who he is and you're going to resist this statement. But just humor me for a second.
Okay.
If he wanted to get you, instead of apologizing a bunch and trying to, do some big thing that like opens the door again or whatever, all he'd have to do is stop caring whether he got you or not and talk to you in a confident way that was kind of funny, that didn't really try too hard and still kind of gave you emotional spikes every once in a while, say something obnoxious or, whatever, and maybe not, and maybe date other people at the same time and not really have it too clear, like whether or not you could get him or not, per se. And maybe that still wouldn't guarantee anything, but he'd have a way better shot doing that instead of like, doing that.
Well, see, this is what he does. Because we do have a good, solid friendship. I wish it would stop trying to get back together because we do have a solid friendship.
Yeah.
And we have good banter. We talk a lot of shit. And then like at the end of a good day, like let's say I ran into him somewhere and we ended up sitting and having a couple drinks, laughing, talking, bullshitting. At the end of that, he'll make it, I really just wish we could be together.
Yeah, so it ruins the whole thing.
It ruins the whole thing.
Yeah.
And again, we've been in each other's lives so long that we're basically friends at this point, even though we ended terribly. But he jumps from friend fun, having a good time, to, why aren't we together? How come we haven't fixed this? And I'm like, bro, we were good. And now I have to hang up on you.
I can relate to this. Sorry, mom and dad, if you ever watch this, but my parents are like this. Like, you'll be hanging out with them and you'll have this like good, like connective moment because you're talking about something deep or whatever, and you feel like you're getting close. And then they go straight into a sermon. They're like, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for this. Like, it's like, fuck.
They're trying to bring you back into the fold.
Yeah. But it's like hijacking the moment that's just supposed to be.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, no big public apologies like that. You think he should have waited like maybe 6 months and then revisited it with her?
Yeah, and attraction is incremental, right? Like if you have to do some big thing, that means you're way far away from where they're really at, right? So like going in for a kiss at the end of the date, if you don't know what you're going to get back, if it feels like you're just diving in, it's because you didn't make her laugh and smile enough on the date. And
you know how many guys do that? It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Well, probably because they teach it too. So guys that are like learning, oh, this is what you do, right? And then they go apply it.
I thought it was because I have nice lips. You know,
might be that
they can't stay away from me.
But in dating advice for men, we teach going for the kiss at the end of every single first date. But if you're not very good
at the end of a first date, shut up.
Yeah. And it's not all the way telling because I've had girls give me the cheek on the first date and we're hooking up by the second one. So it's not, I mean, that's happened a couple times, but it is a good indicator.
Yeah.
If most girls give you the cheek, they're probably not into it. So that's better than like sitting around wondering, you know, for the guy. So you go in for it. But if the guy isn't skilled at showing you a good time and he doesn't give you the feelings that make you want to kiss him, then he's going to go in and then it's super awkward, right?
Yeah. Oh, see, and I guess I'm a prude because you're getting the cheek regardless on date one, regardless.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's just me, though.
But yeah, because you follow the Canadian dating coach chick.
I like her. I like her. Speaking of being up north and being cold.
Yeah.
You watched all the Love is Blind episodes on time.
OH.
On time.
Yes, I did.
I'm so proud. There's less next week, so it'll be less of a burden.
Okay.
It goes down every drop.
Batch,
So I think it's either. I think it'll be about 4 next time, and then 3, and then the weddings.
Yep.
Initial thoughts before we go couple by couple.
Oh man, so you know we did our last episode where I gave my initial impressions.
Yes.
I feel so stupid because people I like they turned out to be shit. Other people I like turned out to be good.
I think one of the ones I liked turned out to be good that you didn't like, Mike.
Who was it?
I really liked Mike, and you were like, I'm not feeling.
I don't
Mike.
know. Yeah, I still don't know what to think about him. The one that was that's dating Emma.
I have to get
her second. Emma's number 2, right?
I have to get the.
Emma's the Asian girl with the arm, right? And then I think Mike is her dude. That was her number 2 because she really liked Connor.
Yes,
instead.
She liked Connor. Yes.
Yeah.
But so initial thoughts, your initial predictions were off.
Yeah, because I like Kevin, and I think he sucks now.
What do we think about them as a group?
I like it. It's like way better than the last season, right?
There's like
but you said it's good and bad. And
yeah. I did say like the worst of the 2 they usually show in the fall, winter, and then going into the spring they give us the good ones.
You're right.
I think this season has way more attractive people for one. Like
True.
Not to make it superficial.
Yeah.
But this cast is a really good looking cast.
Yeah, I agree.
That's one of like the questions every year, like, is love really blind because you still want to be physically attracted? And they did a really good job of casting like attractive people on both sides this season.
Speaking of attraction, let's talk about this for a second. So Jordan and Amber.
Wait, you want to start with them?
Yeah, let's talk about them because I had a impression that.
Okay, let me look at them. Okay, I'm looking at them.
Right,
now.
Amber is the girl with the big Dallas hair, and Jordan's the big teddy bear. Right,
I love Jordan. I said I liked him.
You did
before because I said he has that corniness in a good way that I think makes a good husband.
You were right about him. Yeah, he's got a good personality, so I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Now her, I liked her in the first episode where they met, where they were vibing in the pods. I liked her because her real personality came out. But when she talks to the camera, she's got like a fake laugh thing going on. So something's like it. And then when they met, she was clear. It's not if you watch the other couples,
she was a little apprehensive.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that.
Yeah.
And then, so he's beaming.
Yeah.
Super happy. She's a little apprehensive. They go in. He kisses her first. They break from the kiss. And then she goes back in for another kiss.
Okay.
So I do agree, though. She was less excited.
Yeah.
And a little apprehensive. But she did go back in for a second kiss. I don't know what that means yet.
Yeah. That's a good observation. And then, so something's there. But... yeah, we don't know what's the hesitation. Is it physical attraction? Is it some kind of like emotional thing? I don't know. But I noticed that though, and I'm like, I don't know about this. So that's like my little...
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I noticed that the apprehension was strong because his energy was like, he was beaming. He was like gliding across the floor. And she was she didn't make a sound, I feel like.
But Alex and...
Wait. Let's stay on them first, and then we'll go couple by couple because I'll get confused.
Yeah, okay.
I need to look at their pictures. There's too many names.
Yeah.
Anything else about them you like before we move to Alex?
I like the guy's personality. I think he's like a down-to-earth guy.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the mom, so I always like give better status to women when they're moms because, no offense, because it makes me feel like they're going to be less selfish in some way, or at least it's like, ideally it's demonstrated nurturing. I think that's what it is.
Okay. Well, and you're a dad too, so that's a huge point of importance for you if you're looking for a partner.
Yeah. It's a shared thing. So I want to give her that, but like her look is like, it's too high class for a guy like me. Okay. Like I want a girl that
you
looks...
wouldn't date her?
I'm not saying that because she's an attractive woman, but I don't know if I would date her for her personality.
Okay.
But for her look, I would not, I don't think, like, that's not really the type that I go for straight up. Like, if I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, who am I going to go talk to, you know? So I think that those are my thoughts on them. I like him. I'm like, I don't know about her, but they did seem to vibe in the pod, so I hope they do well.
And they seem like they're doing well in Mexico, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're one of the couples that have had sex.
Yeah. I think all of them did except for...
We'll get to them.
Okay. we got some stuff to say.
And then you said Alex and...
And what's she's the hot
So wait,
girl.
Do we think they're going to make it to the altar or not? Before we go,
Them two?
Yes.
No, I don't think they will. Because
Amber and Jordan?
Yeah, because I think... Now, I like how they were in the pods, but I don't think she's attracted to him enough.
Okay, so your prediction is no. Mm-hmm. I think they will make it to the altar. So my prediction is yes. I'm going to write these down.
I think it could go either way. I could see that happening too, but I have to bet on the negative on this one.
Okay. And you don't think they're going to make it to the altar because she's not attracted to him?
I don't think she's enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think if she's not enough attracted to him now, she will be even more so when she sees how he interacts with her daughter.
True that. Yeah, so that's going to be part of this?
I think that'll be a huge part.
Okay, yeah, because they lived together for a little bit before? Mm-hmm. Okay, got it, yeah.
And I remember him saying he is more comfortable with the thought of being with her because the dad is in the kid's life, so he's not a replacement for her father.
Yeah.
But he'll still be a positive influence.
Bonus
in her
dad.
Life. Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm saying yes right now because I see the potential, but I think however he interacts with her daughter will be very telling.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Alex and Ashley.
Yeah. So first of all, she's hot. I just gotta say that. But
that's Benny's type.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like brunettes better, but I think she's hot. But she's the one that said that self-admittedly has a bad picker. Now we know that's true.
When she said that, I said, "Oh, this is a terrible show for her."
Yeah,
this is a terrible show for her.
And she got bamboozled by he's probably like the best looking guy on the show. Maybe her guy,
Alex. I think Alex is very attractive
because all the girls are saying that, right?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like that's the best looking. Well, maybe I would. I don't know. Yeah, he is a good looking guy, but like. He was. It seemed like they had great chemistry because when they came out, like they were on.
They were making out for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and that might be the most physically attracted couple.
But I think, and that's why I have doubts about them. I think they're too physical, too fast.
Okay.
I think the sexual attraction overhauled how they actually feel about each other. But
he's a fucking slime ball because he's like. I thought they had a great thing going.
I did,
and then
too.
all of a sudden he's like playing the other chick on the side. What's her name? Brittany or what? Yeah.
Oh, she was. They were kind of flirty.
Yeah, no, because they had their little meeting, and you could tell he was like feeling her out, and he was telling her that he likes brunettes, and she's brunette. Yeah, so I think he was trying to like
test the waters,
feel her out, and the way he presented to her was so two-faced compared to when he had that conversation.
Afterward, when she asked.
Her name's Ashley? Mm-hmm. Yeah, when she asked. And I know that editing sets all this stuff up, but still, like, I don't know. I think he's going to be one of those guys that is just two-faced and is going to hurt her.
I knew he was a bad, let me not say bad pick, not an ideal pick, when he was talking about his unrealized sports dreams. Mm-hmm. Men that have sports potential and don't get to make it are insufferable.
It's like Uncle Rico.
They're insufferable.
Napoleon Dynamite. You ever seen Napoleon?
That's my best friend's favorite movie. I've seen that movie a million times.
Yeah.
Men with unrealized sports potential that don't get to go for whatever reason, an injury or insufferable.
Yeah.
And that's all he talks about.
Yeah, because they can't visualize an alternate dream. Like, what are you going to, like, nothing's ever going to be as good as.
Everything is in comparison to what his life would have been had he got to live out his sports dreams. Insufferable.
You got to pivot.
And they make their partner pay for it because whenever they're low, they're like, oh, well, you just don't know what my life would have been like.
Just like the
but
victim.
Your life is this now.
Like eternal victim, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So that, even though I do think he's very attractive, probably...
It's not worth it.
Probably one of the more handsome men on the... Yeah, I think he's up top 3 at least.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see them all in my head, but not worth it. Like the personality will... No. It's a no for me. And then I didn't like that conversation he had with Brittany where he was just like, she's not really my type. Like,
it's like, bro, you were showing her nothing but that she's your type.
Because this is the thing too.
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't think you're supposed to say the bad things that are happening to other people. I think you keep your problems inside the relationship unless you're talking to like a
Yeah. Right.
You don't tell the world your problems.
Right.
Unless you're talking to like an impartial third party, like a therapist or somebody that has your best interest that's helping you fix it.
But they have less, I agree. But they have less loyalty because...
They're so new.
Yeah. So it's kind of like not the same. It's still probably inappropriate because if you're actually going to take it seriously and actually get married, then you need to show loyalty. But...
Well, my thing is like, you're 2 feet over there. Why are you talking shit about, like, you're over there talking about, she's not as hot as I wanted her to be.
That's crazy too, because she's hot. I think
she's very pretty. Yeah. Like I said, I think the cast in general, very diverse, but a lot of hot people of all shapes and sizes. I like it. So it's not like, I mean, I guess a type is a type, but she's literally right there. She can see you talking to this person.
Yeah.
And I think she could see his body energy shift while he was talking to Brittany, and that's why she was like,
that's why she was asking. Yeah.
Anything flirty? And he was like, no, like, we all saw you.
Yeah.
We all saw you light up when you were sitting across from a woman that's beautiful with dark features.
Yeah.
So, but I think in general, again, that unrealized sports potential, he's going to compare everything to what I could have had.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has this is great for me. Like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas are nothing compared to what I have right now. He doesn't have the capacity to do that. Now, I also think, again, she said, I have a bad picker. I also noticed in the pods, she got really sexual really fast. Super red flag to me.
I didn't notice that.
Super red flag to me.
She was like Casey in the last season.
I can't remember those people already.
Okay. It was the blonde chick and the Asian guy with the one with the ring back, right?
Yeah. Too sexual, too fast.
Yeah.
Sexual chemistry is important for sure.
But she was like using it, you know?
She was using it to distract him. That was gross. But sexual, too fast. This chick
did that too? I didn't notice that.
I can't remember which episode because I was double multitasking, so I wasn't able to take notes per episode.
Yeah.
But it was in episode 1 or 2. So early on, super sexual, super fast. I wasn't a fan of that. But I think they look good together. I don't think they're going to make it. What do you think?
No, hell no. No, not with him acting like that. There's no way. Or if they make it, they ain't lasting. Like it's that one's guaranteed to fail. It's not even a question.
You know what I also liked about this season? Tangent. None of the people seem like they're influencers trying to have a career. I noticed that in the past few seasons that people were more there.
Who did you think was like that last time? Do you remember? I felt like there was somebody. Yeah,
head.
Okay.
But there's no
I remember
one like
you saying that though.
Season.
Yeah.
It seems like whether they're good people or not, they're all there for the right reasons. Yeah. I think it's also because the cast is older than the last few seasons, like late 20s to late 30s. Mm-hmm. Good age range. Before we go to the next couple, I just want to add too that even though we knew like all the allegations about Steven beforehand, I think they did a really good job with what they kept in of him.
I liked him until the very end. And I'm like, oh yeah, he is kind of a shithead. Like right as I was texting, I was like, oh, like I like this guy.
And I was like, no. you see, I said, I'm going to wait to respond. Like, I'm going to wait until you've seen more.
Yeah. But like they had me going though for a minute. Yeah.
He's charming. He's very charming. Also very handsome. So at first I was like, okay, he's a good looking guy, but I had the information in the back of my head. But when he asked Emma to go deeper with him, and the deeper was, tell me about your first kiss and when you lost your virginity. That was weird.
Yeah. And then go figure, the guy that people are talking about on the internet as being toxic makes the girl that he goes on a date with cry, right? Like,
wait, what?
So when Steven. She left the pod, she was crying, right? Yes. She felt like violated almost. So
I felt violated for her watching it. That was very uncomfortable for me to watch. So I think like from what I read previous, because I'm always in the blogs and stuff. Production didn't have.
We're gonna call you Miss Whistledown.
Listen, I'll take it. The blogs and stuff were saying that Netflix didn't have enough time to completely edit him out. But I think what they left in did a good job of like showing what kind of person he is. So it's like, okay, ew. Because he's slimy to me. I didn't like that at all. I felt very
So we're not going to see anything more from that guy, basically, at this point.
So again, this information is coming out now post-editing. So he'll probably be in some of the mixers. Not actively talking, but you'll probably see him around, like in a group shot. Mm-hmm. But he probably won't be featured in anything. So I thought they did a good job with that editing. Let's see. Do you want to do Brittany and Devontae?
Let's talk about Chris and Jess first.
Okay, Chris and Jess.
Okay, so
they're kind of boring. I mean that in a good way.
Okay, yeah. Like they seem like a good couple, and then of course I gotta like him because he's a jiu-jitsu guy and he's short.
But they have a good height difference.
Yeah, isn't he a veteran too? Sorry.
I think he was. I think I remember because you double liked him.
Yeah. I think he's a veteran too,
and he does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but she's way taller than him because they had their little heels moment in the thing, right? Or is she not?
I thought she was shorter than him.
Okay, maybe I get it mixed up then.
I'm gonna look for a picture. I thought because I was looking at the height differences.
Aren't they like equal when they came out? I don't know.
Which means in her heels, she's shorter than without her heels, she's shorter than him. I think I'm gonna look though.
But yeah, the height was a thing with them for I remember them talking about that. But he picked her, which I like her, but the other girl, Bree, who is his number 2, she was like my favorite in the first impressions. But now, like you can tell, she's like she doesn't know what the fuck she wants.
He's a little taller than her.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. But Bree doesn't know what the fuck she wants, so she's bouncing
kind of all over the place,
right? And I'm disappointed that because he picked Jess unequivocally, and now he's getting swayed by Bree bouncing around, right?
Well, because Bree's getting swayed by seeing him.
Yeah.
And that's the drama point.
Because Connor sucks, as I called out. That's the one thing.
Connor sucks?
Yes, he sucks.
Okay, wait. Before we get to them, let's stay on Jess and Chris.
Okay. So I like him already just because he trains, but I liked him better because it seemed like a guy needs to know what he wants. He needs to pick his girl like she's the best fucking girl ever, right? And once you do that, like everybody else needs to not matter.
Right.
And I get it's like a short show, but I don't like the fact that he's swaying from that just because this other chick is like, so anyway, I want them to work out, but I don't know if it will now because as they're previewing the next batch, he's got a quote in there like where he said something like he's kind of going back the other direction now. Did you catch that at the end?
I mean, that's the drama of getting to see the people
you
could have. Because the first meetup is already crazy because there were a lot of 3-way relationships. A lot of people who had 2 choices that picked other people.
Right.
The next mixer is going to have them plus everyone else that didn't get picked.
Yeah, okay.
So as much as like people want to judge the people on the show, it's a crazy experience.
What happens if they say, you know what, fuck this person, I like that one instead? Will the show like encourage that, or is that like that happens after the show?
So a couple seasons back, it was the Seattle season, I think. This guy, Zach, was dating a girl named Bliss and a girl named Irina. Irina did not, I don't know if it's the way they edited her or she's just not a good person. She was not well liked by the fans that season. She was not the best. But Zach was choosing between Irina and Bliss. And Irina kind of peer pressured him like, hey, it needs to be me or nothing. So he proposes out of peer pressure.
Okay.
They see each other. Most awkward reveal ever. Something about his eyes. Like, she's like, you're not blinking enough. It's creepy. Like, why are you looking at me like that? They get on the trip and they, at some point, are like, yeah, neither of us is feeling this. Like,
okay.
So, and then I can't remember what she said, but she was just not speaking kindly about him to other people. She's just not a good person. I'm resisting calling her a bitch, but anyway, they get back to the real world and he's like, Bliss, like, it should have been you. I should not have done that. Like, if you never want to see me again, I completely understand.
Yeah.
But I'm letting you know that I know I made a mistake. I should have chosen you, and I would like to continue this process with you.
Okay.
And they got married on the show.
Got it. Okay, so
people.
the show will switch gears with the person. At least there's one instance of them like
they've done it before.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
And I think they had the first baby in Love Is Blind history. Actually, they were the
okay,
first couple ever
okay.
from
Yeah.
Love Is Blind to have a kid together.
That's cool. So. Yeah, because Alex is starting to act squirrely, and so is Bree, and so is Chris. Right? They're the ones that are like having second thoughts and all that.
Well, okay. Have we said everything we wanted to about Jess and Chris?
I don't want to see her get hurt. I think she's a genuine person. I think that's why I don't like the fact that that's happening. I thought they were totally content with each other.
Yeah.
And they had sex and they said it was great and all this stuff, right? So why fuck with a good thing?
And speaking of that, we're gonna go to Bree and Connor.
Okay.
Why fuck with a good thing? I don't know, Bree. Why fuck with a good thing?
So everybody's criticism is Connor's that he doesn't go deep. So already I'm
He's
feeling
very surface
like,
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. And then he just seems like too emotionally detached. Like he's always playing the cool guy. He's a great looking guy. He seems like a cool guy. Like it seems like the kind of guy like you'd want to be friends with because like it'd make you look cooler, you know? But yeah, that's not really being real because he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. So I can see why I'm not giving Bree a pass because she seems like she doesn't know what she wants. Like she only wants the guy she can't have because Connor was playing it cool, right? So she picks him, you know, because Chris was more emotionally available. But then when she has him, she sees Chris and now she wants him. She just wants the guy that's like the hardest to get, which I don't like that either.
There's also the shock of actually seeing that person that you were talking to through a wall for 2 weeks.
Yes,
for the first time.
Yes, that's true. I discount that because you're a lot more aware of like their experience. I'm not. Yeah, I haven't like put that up here yet.
Well, I've been watching this show for years, and I used to be really judgmental of a lot of things. And what I try to keep in mind is that they're in a really abnormal situation.
Yeah,
this is not regular life.
Yeah.
They're like secluded from the world, so they can't talk to their friends about this person. They can't talk to their family about this person. They can't compare notes, and
they can just talk to each other.
All they're doing is talking to each other and other strangers on their side, because all the women they just met as well.
Right.
So of course they're forming these, fast bonds, but these are still new people. So it's like they don't really know me outside of here. They don't know my type. They don't know my patterns. So I'm on one hand, I'm like a really harsh critic, but I also try to keep in mind that this situation is very abnormal.
Yeah.
And none of us have probably ever been in anything like this.
Yeah.
Save for like people from cultures that do arranged marriages.
Right.
Similar in the fact that it's somebody that you might not know as well.
Yeah.
Because you aren't interacting in the world in the way that the rest of us, quote unquote, normally date.
Yeah.
So I try to keep that in mind. I'm like, this is a really abnormal situation.
Yeah.
And it must be like, let's say I picked somebody and our chemistry was great, and then the person I didn't pick is the hottest person I've ever seen in my life. and they were my number 2. And it's like,
damn.
Wait, because you never know.
Because love isn't blind all the way.
Not 100%.
Nope.
And so it brings up the question, like, what's more important, personality or looks?
Man, there was a couple. I got to segue for a second. There was a couple that I felt like it truly happened where they're like the bond like was stronger in the pods, and then they met and the attraction was there too, but it seemed like the main thing was their connection. So when I texted you, I was like, oh, maybe love is partially blind this season.
Yeah.
There was, and I can't remember who it is now, but it was like, I don't know. And now I feel bad if it's Chris and Jessica because that's not even like, it may break up, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's going to bug me now. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, it's probably all of them, because also I always think about, what if we have a great personality and then we get face to face and he has bad hygiene?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. But I think they're casting for that. Like everyone's, pretty well put together and stuff. So anyway, so Bree and Connor, I like her. The thing I liked about her is that she's very confident, right? She's like super confident, and she's an ex-cheerleader and all this stuff, right? So she's got a lot of good things, but she's one of those people that just doesn't know what she wants. It's like she would be a great option if she wasn't so chaotic. But I think they're two peas in a pod like that.
I think she's swayed a lot by her emotions.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because I also, when she kept telling him, I need a round 2, I need a round 3, which again, in this abnormal ass situation, I could see why somebody might need that. But also, this is somebody, like the person you're telling this to is somebody you agreed to marry in 4 weeks.
See, yeah. So, but yeah, true. But his play, so Connor's thing that he should have done if he was thinking like a pickup artist is be like, oh yeah, hey, go ahead your round 2. Hell, shit, I might do it too. I don't know, like, or at least
toxic,
right? Or you don't have to say that, but you should at least feel unaffected, because when somebody is doubting, if you show any resistance to them going away, you're done instantly.
Yeah.
So you have to. So even though it hurts to have this happen, you have to be like, yeah, do your thing.
Yeah. Boring couple, Christine and Vic, and I mean boring in a good way.
Yeah.
I remember
that's
you
my
were
favorite
texting
couple.
me. You were super happy when they got together.
Yeah.
They seemed very grounded.
Here's
and
what.
They seemed like they had hard conversations, but go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I like Vic because I feel like on a lot of these shows, these guys are very feminine, and he's like a dude. He's like a real dude to me. Like when the guy is done up equally to the girl, I'm just like, I don't like, all these guys seem like,
you don't like matching swag?
I don't know. There's when you, I don't know how to describe it. Like I used to talk shit with my ex all the time about like, what's the Disney series where it's live action, but it's like the classic Disney characters. It's like a show on Disney. It's like Cinderella and fucking Rapunzel and Rumpelstiltskin, and they're. It's like
Once Upon a Time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I used to talk shit to her all the time because there's no masculine men on that show. She's like, well, what about
Charming? What about Charming?
Yeah, I'm like, no, he's a feminine dude. The only masculine guy in that show is Rumpelstiltskin, the bad guy.
I love Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay, but she's like, oh, you mean the guy that like abandoned his chick? And I'm like, fuck yeah, he did do that. But like, like there's no fucking dudes. Like the Vic seems like a dude. Like he'd probably beat your ass if you fucked with him, right?
You're saying
but
he's
these
like
other guys,
stereotypical masculine man.
Yeah, like you got to have the protector aspect. So a lot of these guys seem very polished and like corporate types. And if I can't sense like the fucking lion in you somewhere, I'm like, you're like a fake dude.
He's like really quiet and reserved too. Like he doesn't seem like he's overdoing it. He doesn't seem like he's the kind of guy that would do things for attention.
Yeah.
He probably accepts attention for things he's good at, but he's not like seeking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just like cool, calm, and collected.
And you can get the bad version of that too, where, they can't be silly. It's like, we have to be serious. But he doesn't seem like that yet, at least in the show. So I like him. And I like her too. She seems very down to earth. Like her personality, it's not quite as colorful as maybe Bree or some of these other women.
Not at all.
But she seems like a good person. So that's my favorite couple so far.
They seem super solid together. And in the preview it shows him. He's the only guy with dreads, so we know it's him in the preview at the altar.
Got it. Okay.
So we know, or not at the altar, but in a suit on the wedding day.
Don't they always show like the sure bet first? Like in the show, like the first couple to come together, like the fastest.
I don't know, maybe.
That's what it seems like so far, but you've been watching it.
Actually, I have to go think about that. Maybe. It could be that way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about season 1, and Lauren and Cameron are like the iconic couple from that season, and they did show Lauren first in the previews.
Got it.
For season 1. So yeah. So we again, I think Christine and Vic are the boring couple that, I mean, they're super grounded. You're not gonna get a lot of drama from them.
Yeah.
Their highs and lows aren't peaks and valleys. They're, super grounded. They seem like they have good conflict resolution skills, good communication skills. I think they're gonna make it to the altar.
Yep.
So we don't think Bree and
Connor? No.
But yes on Vic and Christine.
Yeah.
Amber and Jordan we already talked about. Emma and Mike.
Okay. Emma's the Asian one, right?
Emma is Asian, sis.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think she'll choose him.
Why not?
I think first of all, he was her number 2, right? So there's a risk that she's just kind of going through the motions to finish out the show, where she, when it comes to real life, she may not pull the trigger because he wasn't her first. He's a better option than Connor, I think, but whatever. I don't know. I think that he likes her more than what she's going to like him. And he wants kids and she doesn't, so
that's what I meant to bring up today.
Yeah.
I don't like I'll talk you into having kids, even though you've already very loudly said, and as somebody that doesn't want to have kids, this conversation comes up for me a lot.
Yeah.
As a man, why do men always feel like they have the need to talk us into? Because as a woman that doesn't want to have kids, when you tell men that, it's always a huge thing. It's never like, oh, I respect that. It's a why? How could you not? And they just can't wrap their mind around.
I think it's a scarcity thing because for a dude, if he can't, because all he has to do is walk away, right, and find another one. So why not just be like, okay, I respect that. We see differently.
Right.
Sucks. We should probably hook up at least one time, but I got to go this way. Right. So if you can't do that, then, I have to take the one hot girl that I got and I need to convince her to go along with my life path. Yeah, that's a mess.
Anytime I've ever said, it just doesn't seem like something I want to do, it's never, I respect that. I've never had anybody say that.
Crazy.
Well, maybe you are the only person that's ever said that. It's always, as a woman, how could you not want to do that? And maybe the right guy will change your mind. I'm 35 years old. I know what I want to do. Right.
Yeah. It's got to be back to this. So we've talked about this before, like men wanting to reproduce for ego purposes. And I've run across, I'll never forget running across one of these type of guys because I was doing like a dating boot camp. Like we were, having guys like go out and talk to girls on the street and stuff. And this guy, he admitted that he just wants to reproduce for a legacy. And I'm like, you are shit. You are shit, bro.
Have you seen that documentary on Netflix?
No.
It's a documentary about a guy that they're hypothesizing has 1,000 kids. There's like 600 confirmed.
Crazy. Yeah. It's Genghis Khan's.
But he there's an underground world of sperm donors and he travels to donate sperm.
Wow.
And he'll find clinics that are low on sperm and just bang it out, for lack of a better phrase.
We don't need this guy reproducing.
But there's Facebook groups where women are seeking sperm donors. Yeah. And donors are on there and they connect. And the issue is that they're finding out, because legally there's you can only have so many kids in a city because there's the risk of maybe them accidentally dating
or whatever. Yeah.
And not knowing, since you're a donor and not the father.
Yeah.
There's that risk. So to keep that risk low, there's like only a certain amount that you're supposed to have. And I want to say that he was telling women, oh, there's no others. And one of the women was like at the park or something and saw a kid that looked just like her kid and realized, oh, this is my kid's sibling. And started realizing more and more that there's like kids all over this city that's my kid's sibling.
Crazy.
I'll send you the doc if you get bored this week. But anyway, I say that to say that there's a whole culture of men that I watched 2 documentaries about men that just donate sperm for fun for a living.
I don't get it.
There was actually, oh my God, this is so off topic. One of the guys that was his hobby, donating sperm. And it was super sad because his wife was having trouble conceiving. So she's driving him around because he's also unemployed. Terrible, terrible person to be with. She's driving him around to help him drop off these samples and she can't get pregnant.
Wow.
It was really sad.
That's crazy.
Very sad.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the Emma and Mike. I don't like that he was like, don't be shocked that I might still pressure you. Like, no, she made a stance. She has a valid reason. Maybe she'll change because her reason is slightly based on the trauma of adoption. But that's her business.
Yeah.
And if she wants to keep it that way, that's her business. And if
she's presenting herself as on the fence, but it seems like more on the no.
He wants to get her off the fence. She's more on the no.
Yeah.
She's clearly more on the no. And he's actively trying to get her off the fence instead of allowing her to be who she is.
Mm-hmm. And it'd be one thing if he was okay with not having kids, but he said, like, my biggest concern is this. So you want this.
So be with somebody that wants that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretending like he's okay with not getting it. And I think that I think that her subconscious mind will process this and she won't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that that's the case.
Me too.
Because as somebody who experiences this a lot, super annoying question, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I liked Mike, but that rubbed me the wrong way. I'm going to try to nudge you. Because also, what if they do get married and she says no? Then she'll resent him forever. I mean, he'll resent her. Or what if she has a kid and really does not enjoy motherhood? She'll resent him and the child.
All right, but could you really marry a guy that gave you a scrapbook?
I thought that was cute.
He's the guy that said he wrote handwritten letters.
I thought it was cute.
It's okay. Okay, as long as you can, still shoot a gun and eat a steak and I don't know. Okay.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was super cute. Let me see. Who haven't we talked about? Well, before we go to the last one, they have
Brittany.
They have Kavan and Kia listed here.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, we got to talk about that.
But I did enjoy that both of the women put themselves first and walked away because it clearly wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
They read the fuck out of the room.
He's like, okay, I'm ready. And you're like, for what, bro? Because you ain't getting shit because you took too long. And, I feel sad because I know why he's so emotionally stunted because he had a hard upbringing. Probably nobody let him feel his feelings. Mm-hmm. He grew up too fast. Mm-hmm. So he processes emotions way too slow. And so...
It's not a good show for him to be on.
Yeah. So like the human in me, especially the coach, I'm like, okay, I see what's happening. But as a viewer, I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, dude, you don't deserve any girls, right? And I'm glad that happened because I was like, hell yes, this is great.
So the compassionate side of me that's watching the show, realizing that it's an abnormal ass situation, I get why he was confused. What I didn't like is that he exchanged gifts with Tyler, but then told Kia we can be together, or vice versa.
Yeah,
I can't remember which one, but I was like,
he clearly liked Tyler better.
That gave me whiplash.
Yeah, and then he tried to act like, oh, well, because Tyler left me, it makes it seem like Kia's not my first choice. But no, she was never your first choice.
Right.
She talked him into staying in, like he was gonna not pick her.
Right,
and she talked him into it.
Right. He's too easily swayed. I don't think he can stand in his own convictions strong enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but I don't think he's a bad guy. And I do think he was
He's just a bad partner.
I think he's not emotionally mature enough, at least for this situation.
Yeah.
Because again, in the real world, you're not dating 16 people at once, narrowing it down with nothing else to do, but just talk to people all day. So I don't want to hate him, but I don't like that he gave them both such mixed signals and was so easily swayed. He should have stood on like, hey, I do like you, but my other connection is stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't want to be mean. I'm trying to be more compassionate because I'm realizing. It was
frustrating. He's like, well, you see here, like he just couldn't say what he thought, you know?
Okay. Brittany and Devontae.
Yeah, they suck. I called, yeah. So I called out Devo, or they called him Devo in the beginning. Yeah. Him and Connor are sucking. I knew they were going to suck.
You did say that.
I agree that both, yeah. So for a second in the pods, he seemed kind of cool in the very beginning. He was sweet in
the pods.
Yeah.
He was very sweet in the pods.
But as time goes, yeah, he's not emotionally available. He doesn't really like her. She wasn't what he thought she was going to be.
I knew it wasn't a good fit when he was unhappy that she wasn't white. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
He didn't say those words.
Right.
But he implied it.
Yeah. Yeah. You could feel that. Yeah. I got the same impression.
I didn't. And as a black girl, you never want to be somebody's first black girl. It's a really awkward dating situation.
Oh, because you get all the questions like, oh,
you get all the weird questions.
What's this hair mayonnaise stuff?
You get all the weird. What do you know about hair mayonnaise? No, you get all the weird.
Tell me about cocoa butter.
You get all the weird fucking questions, and then it kind of feels like you're a science experiment and not in a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's not always like that.
Is it 100%. Like that for is it like that for a white guy, like being the first white boyfriend too? Or is it not like that?
Like for me dating.
Yeah, for you being a guy's first black girl.
Right.
Would it be the same way in reverse where like if he was your first white boyfriend, would he feel the same way, or do you?
No.
Is it specifically a black thing?
It depends on who you're in community with. Mm-hmm. So like I'm from Seattle. So I've been in community with white people my whole life.
Yeah.
So even the first time scene. I officially dated a white person, I had still I have white friends. I've been going to potlucks and shit at their house for years. So it wasn't like culture shock. But if it's from somebody who's not used to being around that community and they're not open-minded to other communities, they might not realize it. But if they're not open-minded enough to realize this is a new situation, let me just be open to new stuff.
Yeah.
They usually ask a lot of weird-ass questions. And it's like, do you use sunscreen too or me? And I'm like, why are you talking to me like I'm from another planet? Like, of course I use fucking sunscreen. What are you talking about? So when he said that, regardless of the fact that he is black, when he said that, I said, oh, this isn't going to work.
He's got to be like half black or something.
Yeah, but he's still.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we know his full like mix or whatever?
I mean, his name is Devontae.
Right.
Like, not to make it.
Yeah. Like we know. Yeah. The black part is like, yeah.
Yeah, like he has 3C hair, like, but when he said that, I said,
like,
oh,
half black, half white, or half black, half Hispanic or something.
Something.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I said, oh, this is not going to work because she's his first woman of color. I think she's half Colombian, half black.
That's right.
And that is not his type.
Is that right? No, half Colombian.
She said her dad's black and her mom's Colombian.
Got it. Okay.
And I was like, oh, it's not going to work. He's not into her.
Yeah, you could feel it. Yeah, you could feel it.
You never want to be
and that's how it played out. Okay, yeah.
It's the most awkward. It feels like an experiment. And what makes this shitty is because they're stuck on the island together. In real life, if I felt that hesitation, I'm just out. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm not his type. I'm just going to go. They're sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
Granted,
that's why she was like ready to like jump on fucking Alex.
Right.
She was like, get me out of here, bro.
They're sleeping in the same bed. They're together 24/7. And to feel that and be stuck there, that would bother me. I wouldn't like that at all. Yeah. Because in the real world, I'll just get in my car and go. I'll just block this man. Right. He'll never see me again. Yeah, you know? Yeah. So, and the same thing on him. Like, he's stuck with her too. And he's probably trying to rationalize, can I be attracted to this person or not? Or, is there something,
right. Right. He's trying to figure out, can I do it?
Going through something, but I just knew as soon as he said, I've only dated white women, I've never dated a woman of color, I said, oh.
You're like, poor girl. You're going to get them sunscreen questions.
All the things. Bonnet questions, wig cap. The wig cap was so funny. I was like, is Benny cheating on me with another black woman? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking up his ethnicity. He identifies as a man of color, but he hasn't stated what he is, his ethnicity. Yeah, I don't know. That rubbed me there. And then the fact that he's not being affectionate to her.
Right. Yeah.
That
the attraction is not strong enough.
The attraction's not, which is crazy because she's beautiful.
She is. She's not my type, but she is a pretty woman, and she's got a good personality, I think.
Bubbly personality. Okay. Let's say you're in that situation, though, because you said she has a good personality. She's not your normal type. Yeah. Would you have an issue finding attraction with her? If you were in the situation?
Man, I don't know, because she is attractive. Yeah. I probably... I don't know, though, because it's the rest of your life. Like, she is very attractive. It's just that I don't like the bigger body types all the way. So it's like, it's hard. It's hard.
Because you don't like curvy. You like a little slimmer.
Yeah, I'm more attracted to like
Taylor Swift,
the Ashley girl, or like Emma, but like, or like, like that's like more like closer. Yeah. But she, like, it's not like thick is okay, but she is kind of extra thickish. I don't know how to describe it.
She's curvy.
Yeah, I don't like it as much.
But she's not your.
But she is very pretty, and she does have. So I don't know. I could maybe get into it for those reasons. You know, and she's got a pretty face and everything too.
Now, as somebody that's a breakup aficionado, if you're in that situation and you find that you're not attracted to the person, what would you tell them to do in those moments? Like, how do you handle that conversation?
I guess you just got to be direct.
Yeah?
Yeah, you just got to say, look, or, I mean, you might have to get through the moment, right? Because, like, what, on the show, you're just going to, like, kill the runway thing? Or what do they call that? When they
the reveal?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, are you going to kill, like, are you going to be a soundbite for the rest of your life on the internet? Like, if you just, like, kill it right there, you, like, the door opens, you're like, and then you turn around. I don't know. I think what people do is they do the hug instead of the kiss. Yeah. Right? Because they're trying to be nice to this person they just built a connection with.
Yeah.
And then you can just tell. And hopefully the other person's smart and they just get it. And you're like, well, okay, you know.
Well, I have seen in past seasons when they're on the trip, because also that's a shocking moment, the reveal, to see them for the first time. You probably need time to process it. But I have seen people on the trip decide to sleep in other rooms.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you got to do what you got to do.
Like, I can't remember what season it was, but I can't remember her name. She was really pretty with or without makeup, but the guy hated that she wore makeup. And on the trip, he was, like, berating her for wearing makeup.
That's stupid.
And he kept calling her, like, she had extensions, too, and he was like, I don't even know who you really are.
That's so dumb.
And she's like she's laying in the bed without makeup, but right there. And she's like, you're looking at me right now. What are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, but I just don't know why you feel the need to put it on every day. And like, I just feel like.
What do you think's behind that? Is that like the controlling guy that doesn't want his girl to get noticed by other guys? Or like, what do you think?
Underneath all of that is insecurity.
Yeah.
Whether it's a controlling man, whether he just doesn't want her to be as glamorous as she could be. It's all insecurity.
Yeah, but both of those, like everything you just said is like it's like a.
Well, people that want to control you are insecure. Why do they want to control you? To make themselves feel better.
Yeah,
because they're insecure.
Yeah.
So, and the point I was making is she ended up going to stay in another room because they have other rooms available to them. They don't want them to use them, obviously, because they want footage
they
for
got
the show.
Yeah, just in case.
But she did go sleep in another room, and then I think she came back the next day and got her stuff and then left for good.
Good.
But that's probably what I would do in that situation is, hey, love you in here, but you're not really mine. And granted, again, I've never been in that situation, and all the men I've dated look really different, but I've never dated somebody that's not my type. Yeah. Actually, there's one. If my friends are watching, they know who I'm talking about.
That's the billionaire.
No, there's one that's super not my type. I was very young and still learning about the world.
Okay, that's different. But anyway, we have to just say that, okay, so Devontae and Brittany.
Definitely not working.
They're not going to.
Now, this is the thing. I think she's the only black woman that's still on there, right? Everyone else is white. And there's an Asian woman.
Yeah, because Kia and Tyler are gone.
There's somebody of her complexion that's in a wedding dress.
There's more people. Wait, no, we're not going to see anybody new at this point, right?
We're not going to see anybody new.
Got it. Okay,
but they showed the preview of either the dress trying on day or the wedding day. I don't know which one it was, but they're in a white dress and they're her complexion. They didn't show her face.
Wow.
So I don't know what's happening in between here and now, but I did see her skin tone in a dress.
She gets with Alex.
And they run away together?
Yeah.
I mean,
it could happen.
There was chemistry in that conversation.
Yeah, and he's shady, so I think it'll happen.
There was chemistry there. I saw it.
And they air her saying bad picker a couple times, so I feel like they're kind of setting us up for some bullshit, maybe.
There was some chemistry there, but they didn't get along in the pods. They never dated in the pods.
Right.
So that's purely physical.
So how did they end up chatting to each other?
Because production probably puts people together to chat.
Gotcha.
Production does that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably what happens.
Yeah. He was like, did you hear I like women with dark features?
I like brunettes too, but to me, Ashley is super hot. I would not make that switch, but hey, you got to do what you got to do.
And I think they look good together. They seemed super into each other. So I guess we shall see.
But I don't want that for her because I think he's a slime ball.
Yeah, I think he's terrible. I think he's good looking, but he's terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have an exciting season ahead of us. I think this one's going to be better than last one, obviously. We have more couples. It's been confirmed by the blogs that we get at least one wedding. They haven't confirmed how many, but remember last season we got none.
Yeah, right.
So it's been confirmed that we at least get one.
Okay. How many have, if you know this, how many has happened over the series of the 10 seasons?
How many weddings?
How many weddings, yeah.
And
I'm curious if any of them are still together.
Most of them are still together.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think 2/3 of the couples are still together.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. But if you had to ballpark it, like, how many do you think?
I'll have the data for you next week.
Okay.
I'll just get curious. Official numbers.
But definitely more than 2 or 3 or whatever?
No, definitely more than 2 or 3. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That's cool. Absolutely. That's cool.
I'm thinking off the top of my head, Lauren and Cameron, Bliss and Amber. There's a couple from the Seattle season that I can't think of, but he worked at Nike. I don't know why I'm blanking on their name. There's 3 couples that I can think of off the top of my head that I know are still actively together.
There was the one season with a really bad reveal, like the couple that like could barely touch each other.
Yeah.
And then it reminded me of how when Devontae and Brittany did their reveal, they cut the music off. Like they cut the music off when Devontae and Brittany.
Don't they always cut the music off when the thing?
I don't think so. I don't know. They gave it a good long awkward silence that I noticed, and I assumed that they just did it for them to make it look extra awkward.
Production is super shady.
Yeah, so I felt like that was an omen too. Like you could just hear them breathing, and it just felt like dead air.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm looking for this comment because somebody wanted us to talk about something on an episode. We've been getting a lot of chatter in our comments.
Oh,
that one lady does not like you that I sent you.
Some people don't.
Okay, where is this at? Oh, there's the person telling me that I'm right. Love that. Where is she? Damn, I should have screenshot this.
If you go into the account and go to the comments, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm. Well, I'm looking at the actual. Oh, here she is. Okay. She wants us to talk about men's priorities versus women's priorities in early dating. Do you want to talk about this episode or do you want to do
men's priorities and women?
Do you want to talk about that next episode?
Let's see, how far are we in right now?
We have 20 minutes before 2:00.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Next
so if
episode?
you just want to like read, we do it. Just read it out, like intro it, and then we'll.
Okay, cool. So we have a comment on TikTok. First of all, she said, very interesting podcast. I hope to see more of you two. This is the same woman that said I was right, by the way. Just letting you know. But she wants to discuss men's priorities versus women's priorities in early dating.
Okay, so we have to factor out the subjective part of it, right? Because everyone has different priorities, I think. It's subjective to the person, but if we're going to talk about
in general,
gender,
generalities. I'll speak for the women, but for the men,
okay. So I think as a man, depends you as a person what you're looking for, because it matters like if you want kids or not. It matters what your lifestyle is. But so yeah, this is hard to say. But if we have to reduce it to like gender only, you got to talk about sex. You got to look like we are looking at you. Like, do we want it or not? For sure, right? That's not even a
across the board.
That's you can't even hide that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so across the board, and you know, when I coach men for dating, you know, you write it, and I think you do this too. Probably your app has this going on, but you know, you write out all the qualities that you want, and you rank them in order. Like very, very high to the top is going to be some looks oriented thing for dudes. So we're looking at you really hard. So that's a thing. I think a lot of men, I know this is different, right? The whole 50-50 thing and all that stuff. But I think a lot of men, or at least men that have their shit together, we don't care how much money you make. We're not looking at that. We do want a partner that puts in equal effort, but that could be in the nurturing of the children, or it could be the nurturing of us if we're not going to have kids. It's like, you know, just something nice that you do, which, you know, we do that for you too. But we don't care. Most men, if they're a real fucking man, in my opinion, they're not going to care how much money that you make, you know? So we're looking at you for your feminine qualities, not necessarily like your ability to match us in the masculine. It's cool when you have a chick that like is a G, right? Like, you know, like my ex, yeah, my ex did jujitsu with me. I thought that was cool. She's a tough chick, but she's also very feminine too. So
she was really balanced. She had both.
Yeah. So, so definitely we're looks, definitely not earning potential. And from there, I feel like everything else is subjective unless I'm missing something, you know?
So you're saying for men across the board, generally looks and nurturing capacity or
I think so.
to pour into the relationship.
Yeah. Because nurturing will either affect your kids, or if you're not going to have kids, it's going to affect you as the man if you see yourself as a provider, which not every man do. I don't even consider that real relationships where people like I don't know. I don't know if that's fair to say. I'm being kind of shitty, but like to me, the dude ideally should be the provider. And I know things can work outside of that, but to me, that's the way my brain works. So if you're a man that you're a provider, the nurturing aspect of the woman can enable you to be a better provider, and then everybody benefits. So whether you're having kids or not, that's big, I think.
So on my end, and again, this is a generality because we all value different things. I think safety is a high priority. Is this man even safe for me to be with? I think that's a conversation a lot of women have with themselves while they're evaluating men early. Which is interesting that you said sex first, because we don't even think about sex until we know, is this somebody we can be safe with?
Yeah, totally.
That's high on the list. After that, and that encompasses a lot of things. Like, I consider earning potential not from a materialistic standpoint, but because it's statistically proven that if you make more than the man you're with, you're 30% more likely to be on the receiving end of domestic violence.
What?
Yes, 30% more. If he doesn't at least make 80% of what you make, if not more than what you make, then you're 30% more likely.
Take you down a few pegs.
So I'm considering earning potential from the aspect of safety. Like, is he comfortable enough in who he is that I can also thrive in who I am? And statistically, not across the board, not a lot of men are as comfortable with the woman being the breadwinner.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about things like that. You know, people think it's gold diggerish to consider finances. No, I'm thinking about
polarity. Like, it makes sense.
So that I would say, because again, everybody values different things, but safety, like, is this somebody I can be safe with? Totally. In public.
And that's not a you thing. That's like all women thing.
Like a good friend of mine, she's in Miami. She's acclimating to Miami, trying to figure out what she likes and dislikes about it, but she's actively dating. Very pretty girl. I'll show her to you. And she was about to go on a date last night, and we were talking, and the basis of the things we were discussing is this a safe man for me to be out with? Not anything else. Like, again, money, looks, hygiene, values, values comes under the safety thing too. But all those things are secondary. if I can't even be safe with you?
Right. Like, which is crazy that even has to be a thing, right? That's fucking crazy that it is, but yeah, it is.
So yeah, this is her. And we spent like 2 hours talking about safety and dating.
Okay.
But yeah, super baddie. But yeah, I think that's top of the list and everything else is secondary. But everything else can be filtered through safety. Like confidence, that tells me how safe I am around you. If you're not a confident man, you're unsafe for me to be around.
Yeah. You can't fight off the...
You know?
My ex told me about this date she went on where this guy, he was a rich guy, you know, they were walking hand in hand down the street and this group of 3 guys was coming on. He pulled her off the sidewalk to let the guys walk by. And like he was too pussy to just walk through the middle of the guys. So like they're going like this, he's with her and he pulls her onto the street to let the guys use the sidewalk.
I mean, but maybe he was avoiding conflict just in case.
No, like no. Man.
I mean, in a perfect world, both people should just move to the right and let the other people pass. Like
yeah,
you're walking down the street.
Yeah, they didn't have to go in the middle of them, but they could have went single file or something like that. Like I would never fucking do that. That's hilarious to me.
Benny's not getting off the sidewalk.
No.
I love that. I thought you were going to say the rich guy was doing something crazy. I was going to say that sometimes a guy being rich is actually an unsafe thing.
Well, right, yeah.
Like a man that's never been told no?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But no, it was, the guy did that, and then he also, she had a knife on her, like that she kept on her purse, and when it came out in conversation, yeah. When it came out in conversation, he was like, "You have a knife? Oh my God!" Like the guy that couldn't handle her having a knife was the same guy that pulled her away from to let the dudes walk past,
I literally bought it's not in here because I trust you over here. I bought a gun that's small enough to fit in this because
that's awesome.
I have 2 and one of them specifically is tiny enough to fit in here.
Yeah, that's legit.
I think sometimes we gotta,
these days.
We gotta have something on us. I like her and I like her and her knife.
But confidence, right? Like if the dude, I mean, that guy had to have been confident because he was a rich guy or whatever, but like a certain kind of confidence matters for safety for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, Jess.
Yeah.
If anyone
but just
else
so you know, I'm usually always right. So
absolutely not. This is Black History Month.
I can't be right for all of February.
I'm right for 2 more weeks, regardless. Okay.
All right.
And just in case you thought it was over,
I ain't about to get called racist on the internet, so I'm just gonna agree with you.
Just in case you thought it was over, next month is Women's History Month.
What?
So prepare yourself.
So I got to be wrong for a whole month and a half.
2 months.
We're halfway through February.
I know, but you've been wrong this whole time. You just didn't know it.
You're funny.
I've been told.
That was good.
I've been told. So yeah, prepare yourself for my correctness.
Whatever.
For the next month and a half.
All right, we're gonna have a conversation about something that you can't be right on. I'm gonna find a topic.
Plotting against me.
Be like, yeah. Oh, have you seen these things where on TikTok, like they'll pull up all these pictures of like dude or like women do this to guys too. They'll be like, okay, say what this is. Like they'll pull up like a diva cup and they'll like ask like guys to like,
those.
Yeah.
I have seen those.
So I'll do that. Like I'll find a bunch of guy shit and I'll be like, okay, what's this?
I'm gonna study guy shit for the next week.
Okay.
I just want to make it clear though that whatever I say will be correct until the end of March.
Whatever. We're gonna edit
the end
this.
Of March.
No, edit her shit. Like
Ronzel's black. Leave it in. Leave it in, Ronzel.
All right, but next month you're a dude though.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next month. But yeah, send us your stories, send us your questions, follow, comment, subscribe if you already are not. We're Breakup Season Pod on all socials. What's the email address if people want to send us
breakupseasonpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.